Are the Democrats finished? It's not a good look last night, not from the body language or the theatrics. I think Trump nailed it no matter what you want to believe, but maybe I'm wrong. I did really enjoy the common sense revolution and just the direct trolling that he was doing directly to the Democrats. They did not look well. They did not take it well. And they had their little signs, their little like ping pong paddles, trying to troll back, but it didn't work. I don't think history is going to look too kindly on the leftist at this time frame, but we shall see. Really enjoyed the Doge findings highlighted. The Democrats just had to sit there and get humiliated in front of the country. Spotlighted several of the victims, including Lake and Riley, by the disastrous open border policy from the Democrats. It's sickening the way that the Democrats just sat there. But I guess they just had to take it, but they deserved it. It was their insane policy that led to unnecessary deaths of our fine American citizens, to just dangerous, gang members that had no reason to be here. Yeah, gloves off in this second term. They kept him in a box in the first term. Kept the offense, kept the pressure on him. Had him on defense, defending himself from weird accusations of Russian collusion. A couple of impeachments. Relentless lawfare after he was out of office. Now he's back. And he's trolling them directly, having some fun. And it was a delight to see, at least for me. Another highlight was Al Green getting the boot.
Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Well,
he was warned twice and stood defiant, and now he's apparently going to impeach Trump again. And outside the chamber, Green wasted no time whining to reporters and painting himself as some noble martyr for the poor people, saying the president is unfit. He should not hold office because he's got 34 felony convictions, twice impeached, and he's going to try to do a third one, but I don't think that's going to get anywhere. Many people are saying the highlight of the night was the new president and the border policy. So let's run this quick clip.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Oh, you can't do a border bill without having, $60 billion going to Ukraine, the $20 billion going to Israel, going to Taiwan. You can't just focus on the border. No, you just had to switch the president and get some common sense policy that changed things very quickly and put a stop to the, looks like the Democratic plan to just import new voters to keep them in power. But it failed. And that was good to see. And then he also dunked on the Democrat lawfare as they tried to imprison him for the election. So let's take a look at this.
And we've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good. Not too good.
Now he's your president. Sit down, take a seat. New member of the Secret Service. This was one of the great moments of the night.
Thank you, DJ.
You know, it was just an easy, heartwarming moment of the night where everybody can, be human and celebrate this little kid who's gone through several different surgeries, brain cancer, been through just a tremendous ordeal. And they made him an honorary member of the Secret Service. He wants to be a police officer. And the Democrats just sat there stone-faced. Couldn't say anything, couldn't even look at it, couldn't clap, nothing. They're just bitter, angry, awful people. He's offered strong condemnation of radical leftist efforts to force radical gender ideology on children, transing minors with harmful chemicals and surgeries. So here's another quick clip.
I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
Just mental illness from the modern leftists. And again, there's a terrible moment for them when they just have to realize that their ideology is awful. They're on the wrong side of history. And we also have roasting Pocahontas. This is other bizarre moment for the Democrats. This is how much they've changed. No longer recognize this party. They used to be the anti-war party, but apparently now they are ready to give all funds and support to Ukraine, even for another 5 years. So this was, I'll give Pocahontas some credit. She was a good sport after getting called out on it. Elizabeth Warren. So let's check this one out.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Democrats have turned into mindless cult followers over the Ukraine war. It's bizarre to see. But yeah, it's how much they've changed in the last 20 years. It's really quite frightening. They haven't taken it well that Doge is going after all of their slush fund money. And Trump got a lot of big laughs. And this is good. This is something that everybody needs to see. The news can certainly filter things in a way and spin things. But a lot of people do watch these speeches directly. And this is going to have an impact when they see this, about this wasteful spending. Because you're probably not going to read about this in NPR. They're just going to talk about, oh my God, Elon Musk, he's going into your Social Security and he's looking at your tax records. Well, no, they're wasting billions of dollars. And it needs to be exposed. That's our money. Throwing it away on the dumbest stuff. It was a long clip, 8.5 minutes, so I'm not gonna play that whole thing, but that was glorious to see as he broke it all down, and then you got to see the stupid looks on the Democrats' faces as they had to sit there and take it. But they did it to themselves. They have a list here of all the things that the Democrats refused to applaud last night. Little boy battling cancer, cracking down on crime, helping working families, catching terrorists who killed Americans, destroying cartels, honoring a young girl killed by an illegal, honoring Laken Riley, who was also killed by an illegal, deporting criminals who kill and harm Americans, and bringing American citizens held prisoner back home. Yeah. Not a good look.
I think the reality is that the president loves having a foil, and I think the Democrats looked foolish last night waving those silly paddles, and I think Al Green looked like an angry old man waving a cane, and I think that just benefits the president, and it sort of paints a caricature of what his opposition is, and so I think that he relishes that sort of a foil, and I think Democrats played right into his hand last night.
Nailed it. Absolutely. It's a clown show. Big, cringy clown show. To show you how completely out of touch, how lost they are. Mindless cult followers with their sorry little signs. And how they've basically stranded themselves on the wrong side of history.